It's your destiny to greatness with Dr. C and Brothers Keeper. Today, where we've been, where we're going, and Friday trivia. And now, here are Dr. C and Brothers Keeper.
Hello. Welcome to another Friday edition of Your Destiny to Greatness. I'm happy to be here, Dr. C, and I'm glad you tuned in.
Hello, and this is Brothers Keeper, and I'm excited as usual.
Well, good. I think this is something to get excited about, our topic today. We're talking about I need you. Because we all need somebody. Mm-hmm. And then on the other end, we all want to feel needed. Mm-hmm. That's important. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Just off the top of my head, well, actually on my heart, I was thinking about the song, I Need You, You Need Me, We're All a Part, mm-hmm. God's Body, all that was in there. Mm-hmm. And that was so timely and still is. So we need you to continue to be with us. So if you give us just a moment, we'll come back and really get into I Need You. Iron sharpens iron. Welcome back. We're talking about I need you. You know, Brothers Keeper, I need you in my life. And I'm so thankful that God brought us together.
And you know what? I'm thankful because I needed to be needed.
Yeah. And that's perfect because we need that.
Yes.
You probably would say that reciprocation
yes.
between the two of us.
Yes.
You know, needing someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that we need money or things, but having that support, somebody to be able to bounce some ideas off of mm-hmm. sometimes, or just sometimes you don't even say anything, depending on what the mood, just there, and you can kind of understand where the two, or could be three, but the two people are there and the point where they're at together.
I tell you, one great misconception is when you see a person who's out looking bubbly, looking like everything's going right, everything's mm-hmm. going their way. They many times are the ones who needs to be needed.
You're right. And you say in misconception,
yeah.
Sometimes when we see people carrying themselves that way, we think, oh, they don't need anything. They don't need the kind word or yes. the smile. And it could be something much more deeper than that.
And that's just a facade. That's their coping mechanism to hide what's been going on inside, or as they say, that's their mask, like they used to have back in the day with the theaters.
Yes.
Just put the mask up.
Mm-hmm.
So more than likely that same person, depends on which genre of people they're in, if I may use that term.
Sure.
They put on a different mask for the different people that they're dealing with.
Well, sometimes, but it really doesn't help us to walk around moping, even if I need someone at that particular time, or it could be, depending on the situation, we need different people.
Mm-hmm.
So
at different times.
Right. And I know me personally, I try not to walk around looking terrible, no matter whether things are going great or not so good. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that I don't need anything or need anybody.
You know, it'd be good to at least ask anyway. Because you'll never know what a person's going through unless you ask, hey, how you doing? You need anything? Mm-hmm. And then it's up to them to tell you whether or not they need something.
But I'm sorry, some people, you just know from history, you don't want to put that question out there that way. Because if you're not down, you will be brought down. So you have to deal with those people a little bit differently, not that question. I want to be there.
It's too broad?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you, everything is wrong. You know, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So yes, we have to formulate the question just slightly different for people that we know.
Yes.
Or what would we call them?
I call them catastrophic thinkers.
Because I was thinking sad souls or saints or whatever, but
they're thinking the worst in every situation.
yes,
They
everything.
always go to the worst part of the situation.
And it kind of, it's like having blinders on.
Yes.
Where you cannot see anything good. So, but we're still going to help them. But we just got to word our questions a little bit better. Definitely. So, feeling needed. What is that all about? Because sometimes people will say, well, I don't need anybody. But that's not true. That's not true. When you feel needed, then it kind of goes into your purpose.
Yes.
That you have purpose.
Well, I've met a lot of people, as you say. It's funny you mentioned that. And I had enough insight to look at the situation, and I'm less judgmental about who I meet. And I try to assess the situation when I walk up, and sometimes some things that I can do myself, I will ask the person to help me, even though I really know what I'm doing.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So they'll feel empowered. Or if they ask me a question, I won't give them the answer the conventional way.
Yes.
I'll give them the answer the roundabout way to make them seem like they thought of it. And then they feel better about themselves. I feel a little better that I'm being humble. And I help them, and it helps me.
Well, I like that. So let's talk a little bit more about needing and helping others to feel better, because that's important. And then feeling better when we're helping others. Okay? So we'll come back, and then we'll tie it up, because this one I think we can go right to the point. I need you. So, Brothers Keeper, we're back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for not turning and watching some more of this I Need You. You were talking before the break in reference to empowering people and helping them to feel needed.
Yes.
Do you think that is misleading in any kind of way, or no? Because some people are like, well, don't patronize me. What's your take on that?
Well, I guess you can view it that way, but if you can hone in on your people skills, I'm thinking you'll find a way to accomplish what you're trying to do without any negative stigma behind it.
Yeah, well, I agree. I just thought we would throw that out because there are times when people go through situations or go through life period and they don't learn the things that they need to learn. And then if something comes where the person or people who were doing everything for them is no longer around, they're lost. Sometimes women have been in marriages where the husband took care of all the finances and everything, but then when they were left by themselves, they didn't know what to do. So there are times when we need someone to teach us and show us the way so that we can be empowered, as you say, and that's so important.
Yes, and I said before, you have to assess each individual situation differently.
Right. Yes.
Because after you talk to a person for a while, and I got good people skills, and it's something that I've been honing for a while, you know, and when you see a person come up, many times you can't look at the first impression.
Right.
You have to keep talking to them, develop a relationship with them. Then after a while, when they let the guard down a little, then you can start to see the real person. Then maybe you can see what they may need.
Right. And that's all about the relationship building.
Yes.
We do it on all levels and all situations and circumstances. And when you build that relationship with that person, then you're able to really get in to help them with their needs. Because there are times when people may need something, literally, but they will not accept the help because they just think someone's trying to mess with them or it can't be real. But when you build those relationships, that two-way is open up.
Well, For instance, just today, I was talking to a young lady, and her eyes were red, face was flushed, and when she said what she had to say, I thought she was joking at first.
Right.
She said, "I just can't get myself together today. I don't know what it is." And I was still walking and smiling, but I hadn't committed to anything.
Right.
And she said, "I just keep crying," and kind of crying, but I had my back to her, and I said,
Kind of gave you a jolt.
"Ooh." So I turned back around and took another look. Then I saw her in a different eye the second time around, like, uh-oh. Then you went into those people skills. Just so happened I had a video that someone who had created,
Right.
and I was in the video.
Okay.
It was just too funny. So I said, "I think I can help you." "No, I don't think you can help me today." And from knowing her and building the relationship, I knew that I could present that to her and it
Right.
probably would help her. So I showed her the video. She looked at the video and was laughing and crying at the same time. So she got herself together. You know what she asked me?
What's that?
"Can I see that one more time?"
Awesome.
I said, "I told you I'd get you." She said, "Yeah, you got me." So I feel so much better. And little simple thing.
It is, but that's just how good God is.
Yes.
Because He will lead you, guide you, and direct you into what you need to do.
Yes.
Into the right path, whose path you're going to come across. I just believe that God has all of that marked and ordained for us.
Yeah, because I didn't even hesitate. I mean, I probably thought about it, probably felt like 2 or 3 minutes, but it's probably about 10 seconds. I'm telling you, this will make you feel better. I didn't even bother to ask what was wrong. Talk to me. I can give you a counseling session right quick.
Yeah.
At that moment, that didn't matter.
It didn't.
You got to get them out of the dark place first. Then you can see what's wrong.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And often we don't have to know all the details.
Yes.
Someone is hurting or someone is needing something, and we should be able to help in some type of way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as you said, at that moment, maybe I felt the need to be able to empower her to pull herself back up.
Yeah.
So I didn't hesitate. I just did.
And that's what we need to have, that mindset as a people, and especially in church, because we don't need to always find the scripture or find the poem for somebody to read. Show them, help them feel good about being able to do those things, because again, I've seen it. Once the people who were, I will say, lording over, when they got too old or they were too tired, didn't want to do it anymore, would do it yourself, but you didn't allow people to learn
And grow.
and grow.
Yeah.
And we all need that. I know I'm glad that I had that opportunity to learn and to grow and to feel empowered.
And speaking of that, then you leave that particular person that you was lording over at a disadvantage.
Sure.
They're at a serious
Definitely.
disadvantage.
Yes.
And then because they've been that way so long, that way of living was normal to them. Now, once everything ceased, the normality is gone, and then they're in uproar.
Exactly.
Their world's flipped upside down.
It is upside down. So one thing I know that we believe, and I'm praying that you get to that point too, is ultimately we need Jesus in our lives, but He has people that we can tangibly touch and feel and get to. And you'll be in a position when you can help and speak to someone's needs, and then God has someone that will be able to speak to your need as well.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what it is that your need is, because, of course, I went to that word to get a little bit of support. Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So that peace or encouragement, joy, that's in Jesus. And He has a brother's keeper, a sister's keeper, somebody there waiting to help.
Yes. And believe it or not, as we tune in more to other people's needs, there'll be more people placed around us to tune into our needs.
Yes.
As you said before, that reciprocity.
Yes, yes, yes indeed, and I believe it. So we have to just continue to focus on each other and open up our hearts. Even if it's been hurt a time or two, there's some goodness coming your way. I believe that. So, we need you, and we believe that you need us too. We're here. Stay tuned, and we'll come back with today's Friday trivia question. We'll be right back.
Okay, we're back. Now it's time for the Friday trivia question. Before we get to the question, we were speaking on need. Sometimes we have a need, and the person that we think the least about may be the one that's there to fulfill our need.
That is true.
So my question today is, in the city of Damascus, who did Ananias have to restore their sight?
All right. So I just had to zone in to Damascus at that particular point. All right. So who did
Ananias have to restore their sight
Okay. All right.
in Damascus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is another good one. You probably know it. So share with us your answer. Email it by tonight, 11:59 p.m. And don't forget, it's not who gets it first. We just want to be able to share with you as we're on this learning journey together. You can email your answers to your.destinytogreatness@gmail.com. Tonight. Health, wealth, and beauty. Health, wealth, and beauty.
As we get older, sometimes we become unaware that we slow down just a little. That vibrant thing vibrant where we used to be and how we used to act, and we moved kind of faster than we are now. Sometimes we may not even notice. A friend of mine told me once that growing old is mandatory. There's nothing we can do about it. But we can think about having some better health maintenance and some better preventative measures for our doctor visits and so forth and so on. Have you ever had one of those friends that you see that they're having issues, but they say, I'm okay, and then a few weeks later you hear that something happened to them? Well, the next time you see that friend that says, I'm okay, you urge them to go seek treatment, because that day they seek treatment might be that day to save their lives. This is your health tip for today. It's just me thinking again. Hi, this is Brothers Keeper, and it's just me thinking again. You know, often we run across the brothers and the sisters, and sometimes they might be acting just a little off. We discount them as being maybe crazy or whatever we might call them. But have we ever thought about they may be going through some things that we are unaware of? They may be having some deep-rooted issues that they themselves aren't even aware of. So the next time we see a brother or a sister that seems like they may be struggling in one area or another, have a kind word for them. See if we can talk to them. Maybe we can pull them out of their dark place and have an encouraging word for them. And maybe they will go back and see some of the things that may be hindering them from moving forward that they hadn't even realized. It's up to us to help them. Because if we fail to act, then we fail to help them. And as we fail to act them, their process may not move any further. It's just me thinking again.
We are destined for greatness.
You know, life has its share of ups and downs, but during this Christmas season, I am encouraging you to help someone, many people if possible, have ups. Some people are looking because they haven't had a chance to do their Christmas shopping or they didn't have the money, but it's not always about money. It's about you, and you can make a difference this Christmas season. Focus on Jesus, and He will help you and tell you exactly what you need to do. I love you, and I want you to use this as you walk towards your destiny.
We are destined for greatness.